Okay, we're back. Some paper towels. The camera blowing up? Oh yeah. Okay, so soak up the mess. And need to get the zip down out of the way here. That way the camera doesn't keep hitting on it. Okay, so now we get to figure out what's going on with the brakes here. We know there's a hole in the line. Now, if the customer told me he lost the brakes after he hit something on the road, we would know there'd be a broken brake line. Instead, he just told me the brakes weren't working. It looks to me like the brakes are working just fine. It's just you have a hole in the line. Totally different thing. Okay. I'm sure there's absolutely no room to get back in here. So you probably got to take the exhaust system off the bike, which I don't really want to do. Oh, it moved. Just can't get no spot on that. So this is a prime example of you dick around with it for about 5 hours taking the line off, or you pull the bike apart so you can work on it 5 minutes. That's the trade-off. Which one is it going to be? I'm pretty sure the exhaust is going to win on this deal because I also have to do oil lines and the exhaust system is in the way. So it's coming off. It's hard to explain to people. Take things apart, it's easier to work on them. It's actually quicker than all of them. And heat shield's in the way. Take the heat shield off. More time spent doing stuff. Gotta have all those fancy covers on everything, you know. Can't have a naked exhaust system, heaven forbid. Just slows everything down. Oh, appears the brake pedal is, or foot peg's a little loose too. That's a minor problem. Okay, that's out of the way. Now I got access to the nut up under there. Hey, didn't even break the stud off or round the nut off. That's a big plus. That is a major plus. Look at that, it came right off. That's hard to believe. Catching the brake. Ooh, the second one is coming off also. Well, kind of. It might be pulling the stud out, I can't tell. No, I think the nut came off. Oh, 2 nuts. We're golden, 2 for 2. All right. Alright, what are we under here? That's not my way. There we go. Okay, this is only one bracket. There's more stuff hidden underneath. Wonderful. Appears there's a big bracket under here in the way after the exhaust is off. Just put my zip gun away. Yeah. 2 seconds after you get it out of your way, you need it. Oh well. Let's see, 1/2-inch wrench. Ha. Do not hit the zip gun while you're holding the socket on your hand. If there's a sharp edge, it would cut my finger wide open. One reason why I keep my sockets nice and radius so I don't have that problem. Ooh, pipe's out of the way. How long did that take? Bracket's still in the way though. Let's see if that's enough to do what we need to do here. Yeah, this is in the way again. No, it's not. That's a hell of a bracket they made there. Okay, that's in the way. Okay, where's my wrench? Let's see here. Still got hoses up the butt in the way. Yeah, it's not exactly fast too, but I get half a flat at a time. Ooh, I got a full flat that time. That was obviously lucky because I can't do it twice in a row. Oh, there it is. Figure out the right way. Yep. Yeah, you got to hold your tongue just right to do that one. Get my fingers in there, that'll help it. Put a pain in the butt. It's just enough stuff in the way you can't get to it. So you can see it really well, kind of. It's hard to get in there, especially with your fingers. We can actually do something. There's just enough tension on there, it doesn't want to go. This hose is on the wing. It's our feed line for a pump. See what UV does to hoses? Only takes about 6 months to a year now to do for a hose to go bad. Bad rubber. It's like tires. A year old they start cracking. 2 years they junk usually. Old tires good for 20, 30 years. No problem. Change the rubber. Nothing lives anymore. Okay, that's off. Okay, where's the hose at? Ooh, that's sharp. Oh, there's your problem right there. Appears there's a flat spot on the line. It might have a slight hole in it. So, when you're curb jumping and you have your brake line underneath your frame rail, this is the kind of shit that happens. So don't do that. If you don't do that, it won't lose brake fluid. Look, it's right where the brake fluid leak is. Imagine that. So that's why when you route the lines, you want to make sure the line is above the frame and not below the frame. That goes for wiring, oil lines, everything. Anything hangs below the frame gets nailed. See these shocks? They hang down below the frame a little bit. They get nailed under here. But they don't matter as much. It's a tin cover. They still work. So whatever's below the frame is going to get eaten up. I see a lot of custom bikes with crap underneath the frame. Especially those stupid guys put the oil tanks that come up below there. That's really smart. Sure looks cool though in the magazines. Not too cool after they ride the bike 3 times and get a hole in the pan. Okay, got too much crap in the way over here on the floor. Look at all the junk on the floor. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to pull the front of the oil line off. Or brake line. Well, that's a banjo on it. It's alright. Ooh, that is... Oh, that is not moving. Ah, there it goes. I thought that was going to break there for a minute. Stainless likes to poke and make blood. Okay. So there's our brake line. Now we have to figure out how long that is. That takes a special device to do that. It's called a tape measure. Alright, looks like one of these. This is full of brake fluid, so I don't want to just pick it up and put it anywhere, but okay, let's see how long we got. It looks like we're about 29 inches, give or take a little bit. So I'm pretty sure I do not have a 29-inch brake line. I got a bunch of them, but I don't think I got 29 inches. It sounds like an odd number. I don't know if they make a 29-inch brake line. Yeah, got fluid all over my hands. It appears to be dark back here. Alright, what do we got? 26. That's close. And 28 and 30. So it's going to be a 28 or a 30. We'll have to go look in the book and see if they make a 29. If they make a 29, then we'll have a 29. They don't, like I said, they don't make every size. They're close though, they're not quite everyone. So it was hanging on the frame, so maybe a 28 would be an improvement. It appears the 29 might have been too long. I'm gonna try third. We're gonna try the 28. Ooh, 28. Maybe. Okay, so if I'm going to connect that thing. Let's see, I don't think we're... Go behind the frame or in front of the frame? It was behind the frame. Definitely was behind the frame. See, if I paid attention, I would know that. See, there's a bolt up under there. It's causing a problem. So right now we're on a brake tee right up under here, which you still can't see. Okay, so we're trying to get the line to start here. And there's a bolt up under here that holds the tranny in, and this line's trying to go right across that area, which will put a hole in the line if it rubs on it too much. Which would be a bad thing again. But oh well, things happen, you know. Alright, so and I think we would cross the other side of this, underneath that, up over there, do there, into here. Okay. Once again, you can't put your fingers in there to help anywhere. Kind of tighten here. It's one of those situations where if you took the brake tee off the bike, it'd be a lot easier and quicker. I don't want to make it too easy on everybody. There, I got it started. There's a massive oil leak over here going on right now. Someone keeps playing around with the hose over here and there's oil coming out of it now. So, soak that up. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, we're trying to figure out the solution for this one. this line up higher. Do that over there. Maybe that'll help. I don't think so. Nope, that did not help. Go back down. Flip the wrench over. Will help. Ah, there's a secret. Angle of the wrench makes a difference. Yep, went backwards. All this for a mock-up. I probably could stop right now, but now what the hell. We're in here. Let's go all the way. Okay, just like this enough will rotate. Okay, I can go along in here, go through here, and hopefully it'll fit the mouse cylinder. Oh! Okay, so we gotta get up to here. Where are we at? Ooh, look, I got plenty of room, plenty of room. We didn't even know 29 inches. That's 20, it's just fine. You know what? It's not hanging below the frame anymore, though. He's not going to like that. It's going to piss him off. It's not hanging down there. He can't see it now to polish it. I feel so sorry about that. Okay. Okay, that one's tight. Okay, now I'm going to tighten this one up here. And when we tighten this, it twists on us. So what you got to do is you got to pre-twist it if you can, which I can't really do much of, but I'm going to try to. That way when it tightens up, the twist is in your favor. Now what I mean by in my favor means that the twist is putting the line up high. Instead of hanging like that, it's forcing it up in the air. There's a natural twist in the line. So it's purposely staying way above the frame down here, see? So now the line is in here with no zip ties. And it goes right along the frame, above the frame, not below the frame like it used to be. And this is tucked up nice and tight. It's nowhere near hitting on anything. Just like it's made for it. Amazing. Now 29 inches is too long. Now this is also the clear coated line, so the raw stainless here is not going to poke you. And it's also not going to eat on the frame either. And whatever else gets near it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and bleed the line, which means put some fluid in it, see what happens. See, this is raw stainless here, but DOT approved. See, it's got this plastic piece of crap on here. That's DOT approved. The only problem is when the DOT splits and cracks like this in the back, it's no longer DOT approved. Because now it needs to be replaced. It's inferior. Okay. So, now we're assuming this is .5 fluid in here and not .3 or 4. And we're not sure. Warning, use .5. That's a good sign there might be .5 in it. It says to use .5. So it's very important that you read the master cylinder so you know. See, it says right there, DOT5. I'll blow it up for you. Can you see that? DOT5. See, big print. Now 4 is really nice for high performance applications, and 5.1 is even better. And if they call it a 6, but I don't think it's not legal though. Is really high temperature stuff. But the problem is it corrodes and absorbs water like crazy. Whereas .5 doesn't like water very much. This is loose. So it works better. The disadvantage is under heat and high pressure, it'll actually collapse a little bit, so it's a little spongy. Oh well, no big deal. Alright, so this appears to have an Allen bolt on the back side. Back here it appears to be loose, see? Now, I assume it's got Loctite on it because it didn't fall off yet. So now how am I going to hold this peg and tighten that bolt? It's got Loctite on it. And there's a frame in the way that's probably not going to let me get in there anyway. That's why you should have a hex bolt and you can just tighten it right up, no problem. But no, we have to have stupid Allen bolts. Can you tell I don't like Allen bolts? They have their location, and this is not one of them. Okay, bingo, I was able to get that in there. Okay, now I gotta hold the wrench somehow, because I only got this much distance. So if you take a 9/16 and stick it on the end of the wrench like that, you can hold it. Ooh, and I can rotate with my fingers. Ah. Get it out of there. Okay. Boom, one peg came off. Okay. Now we don't want our brake, our foot pedal to fall off. Foot peg. Pedal would actually move, pegs don't. So I'm going to put a little red Loctite on there. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. I don't want to make it too hard to get off again. Because there's no way of holding this thing. Nice, good design. That also means there's no way of tightening it. It's probably why it came loose. This is great engineering here. Okay. So, yeah, see, I can't put an L wrench in there. I figured that. Okay. Okay, the rub part's on the bottom of the peg here. My wrench back. Okay, so how are we going to torque this thing down now? Sure, this is going to hurt my wrist. Yep, peg is moving. I figured that was going to happen. So we need some kind of a band wrench, which we don't have. I need help holding it, which we don't have. So what are we going to do? Of course, they have no flat to hold anything, so that's nice. Could put a nice flat right there, but it wouldn't look good. So we're going to take channel locks, which is going to be really nice. I wonder if there's a wrench. That might be almost enough to... With that flat spot on the peg, it might almost be enough to hold it with this. That'd make it too easy, so it probably won't work, but we'll try. Yeah, see, it doesn't grab. It's not enough to grab a hold of it. Yeah, well, we were hoping. I do have these, though. Once again, I need someone to help me hold this, but I'm just going to have to make do. So I'm going to use the flat spot on the bottom to squeeze this against to hold it. So I'm going to squeeze like hell with a hand here. I'm supposed to use it this direction here for maximum holding power anyway. And now I got to turn this here and hold it up and not break my wrist, which really hurts. And we are going which way with this? We want to tighten down. Maybe I gotta go this direction. Yeah. Wrong direction. Okay, Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get a good shot of my shoulder doing this. So let's go over here. Now, if I had a tube or something to go with a wrench, it'd make it easier, but we don't. We got what we got. Can we use the regulator as support to hold it? Put a light on that. No, can't go that direction. Come up to here. Ah, damn, that hurts. Okay, that hurts. It's about as much torque I can put on it, which ain't much. That's only about 20 foot-pounds at most. I don't think it was that much. That's all I can do. I'd have to take an L wrench and put a long piece on it and put a tube on it, put a tube on this, and then I got more of a better tool. But I have to make that. That's too much work. Charge a customer another hour's worth of work to make a tool to tighten his foot peg. Or I can take it out and put a hex head in there. That'd be a plus. You wouldn't like that, though. It's not stock. Okay, that's tight, I think. Double check. Yes. All right. I got a couple little marks on the peg there that are new. Can you tell where they're at? There's so many old ones here, I can't tell. There are a couple of them right there. It's a little sharp. We don't like burrs around here, so we're going to deburr a little bit. If you use a fine file, it'll make it look real smooth. Do you hear them? Ooh, smooth. It's almost like being polished again. There you go. See, I got the bad spot on the bottom, so it'll get re-broken in by the ground. Ooh, that's got some big time burrs under there. Those are not mine, so I'm leaving them. Alright. There we go. He's got a peg. This one's loose. Oh, that one's tight. Something wrong with that. Okay, now we gotta deal with these brakes. Okay. Let's go see. I'll be right back. Let me clean up.